think the biggest fear for most women is that if they announce it publicly to the world and they do happen to miscarry, they're going to have to come back and publicly tell the world that they had a miscarriage, and that would be embarrassing. It's time we spread the word that your pregnancy isn't a secret and it isn't a burden you have to carry alone. It's time we share with everybody how we're really feeling and what is really going on. Everybody, and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Ashley, and I wanted to make this video today specifically because I feel like it's a very important message that isn't discussed enough. So let's talk about it. We need to stop keeping our pregnancies or early pregnancy a secret. I want to first off put out a little disclaimer that this video is going to mention miscarriages. So if that is a trigger for you, I wanted to let you know up front. But I do hope that in talking about miscarriages in this video, you feel a sense of recognition and community. I will also mention there is zero tolerance for any sort of inappropriate, rude, nasty, or bullying type of comments underneath this video. I will delete them. I want this to be a safe place where people feel like they can talk about what's on their mind, their emotions and their feelings in regards to anything that I mention in this video. I want you to feel heard, and I want you to feel like you have a sense of community. We're all here together to help each other get through this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say that some old doctor dude, probably like, I don't know, a couple hundred years ago or so, started telling women that it would be in their best interest to keep their pregnancy a secret until they have reached a certain point where they feel like the chances of miscarriage are smaller. For some people, if that's what their heart needs, that is absolutely okay. If for you it is easier to keep your pregnancy a secret and you don't want to go around telling everybody about it, that is absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with that. The reason I'm addressing this issue is because regardless of your pregnancy ending in a miscarriage or not, the first trimester is not an easy time for any woman. And keeping that bottled up inside and not being able to share how you're feeling with the people around you, for me personally, I am right now in my first trimester with my second baby, and the first time I was pregnant, I kept it a secret until the second trimester because I felt like that's what you're supposed to do, and it was extremely hard for me. I was sick. I was also suffering from a broken foot at the time, so I was immobile. I was tired. I was working still at the time. I had so much on my plate and I was going through so many different emotions. I had my YouTube channel at that time, but I took a month or two off of filming because I couldn't even be on camera and not share how I felt. It was, for me, I'm a sharer. I share a lot of stuff. If you're a regular on my channel, you know that. So keeping things bottled up inside eats away at me, and it just is such a heavy feeling. The way your first trimester works, and the reason why they say, whoever they are, not to talk about it, is because between week 1 and 2 of pregnancy, you have like a 50% chance of miscarriage, and then up until week 12 of pregnancy, it gets down to a 3% chance of miscarriage. Miscarriages are actually so common. 1 in 4 women have either experienced a miscarriage or unknowingly have, because sometimes you can be in such an early stage of pregnancy and miscarry and not even know that you were pregnant. There's still a 3% chance after your first trimester that you can miscarry. It's just a lot less common. So imagine this, you're in your first trimester dying because you are just going through things. You are accepting the fact that your entire life is about to change. You either have a supportive partner or you don't, and then you happen to have a miscarriage and nobody knows what you're going through. How hard must that be to go through something like that, that is such a drastic, traumatic effect on your life, and not have anybody to talk to about that. It is so common that there are so many women out there that you can connect with and have experienced a miscarriage and could help you with your support system. Your first trimester is 3 months long. 3 months is a long time to be in silence when you're needing that comfort and support from your community, your friends, your family. I think the biggest fear for most women is that if they announce it publicly to the world and they do happen to miscarry, they're gonna have to come back and publicly tell the world that they had a miscarriage, and that would be embarrassing or just painful to talk about. If you lose a parent or a friend, a family member, someone that you love dearly, would you keep that a secret? You would probably share it with your community, and you would talk about that person and what they meant to you and how much you love them and you're going to miss them. It's absolutely no different in pregnancy. You should feel safe in sharing that with the world, and know that if you do happen to miscarry, the support of the community is going to understand how you feel and that you're going through something right now, that you're going through something that and your heart is heavy, and that's okay. As women, we're always told to keep our emotions in check and not be a burden to others with our tears, and I think that it's time that we stop that. It's not going to help anybody feel any better. We need to start sharing more, and we need to start talking about our feelings more, and know that it's going to be okay, because we have other sisters and women out there who can come to us with their stories and share with us how they went through, how they processed their grief through a similar experience, and to bond together as women need to do. I made this video in hopes that we can share it with as many people as possible. It's time we spread the word that your pregnancy isn't a secret and it isn't a burden you have to carry alone. It's time we share with everybody how we're really feeling and what is really going on. So I invite you to drop a comment in the comment section below and share your story and connect with each other and help each other realize that we are all in this together. 30% of known pregnancies end in miscarriage. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's going on. Miscarriages are also becoming more and more common for whatever reason. Probably environmental factors lead to that, but that's why it's important that we don't suppress our feelings and our hurt and our grief and deal and suffer with it alone. I hope this video has brought you some comfort and made you maybe feel a little bit closer to community. We're here together and we're here for each other. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'll have a great rest of my day. I will see you in the next video. If you're new here, I make videos about motherhood and living in our tiny house on wheels. We are that hippie family, so we live a pretty natural granola lifestyle, and I love sharing all of it with you guys. So subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.